What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. Today, I'm very excited to get into this episode. Today, I am watching the season 2 episode, The Coming of Shadows. Now, Jeff has told me that each one of these seasons of Babylon 5 are like chapters, and each one of these seasons has like a chapter title. And this episode is the chapter title for the whole season, The Coming of Shadows. I really hope we get answers to what the shadows are. I think there's a couple of different things that they could be. It could be an actual organization. Like it could be a group out there that probably that Morden guy is connected to. It could be a word, maybe a euphemism that is used in this universe, this world, to describe all the bad things. And so this could be like all the bad things happening. I think it's really one of those two. Hopefully we'll find out in this episode. Outside of that, I think this is what I said was that they reveal themselves in this episode and everybody knows who they are. That's my prediction of what's happening. So I'll be watching this along with the first time guys. Please make sure you join me and Jeff, who will be with me then on Monday, as he and I will watch and dive into this whole episode and everything having to do with it as we do that. But for now, I'm going to watch. You guys are welcome to watch along. Please comment down below. One of the things I love the most is getting to interact with you guys out there and have that conversation. Please remember, in everything that you do, no spoilers. Okay? Even little things like, oh, this sets up XYZ. I don't want to know any of that. All right? Just let me live in my ignorance and you guys get to laugh at me and all the wrong things that I say. Please also, if you like this video, or even if you don't, like and subscribe because it helps us out. If you're just wanting to be a nice person for the day, but particularly if you like, please like, subscribe. I think like button's up there somewhere and subscribe's probably down here, or maybe vice versa. Maybe subscribe's down here and, likes down here and subscribe. You guys know how YouTube works. Let's get into it. The Coming of Shadows. Centauri Prime homeworld.
Soon as we arrive.
As soon as I arrive, you will remain here.
I must protest, Majesty.
As I expect.
Is this guy the
someone
Emperor?
is to remain here in
Where's
case
his
there is a
hair?
crisis. What I must do, I cannot wait any longer.
He's not very healthy. Oh, there's his hair.
No need.
They do wigs
to
like
be as old as I.
the forefathers of our country.
Are not as important as they used to.
He looks almost too normal now. I wonder if he has all the other parts of a Centauri. Y'all know what I mean. He's gonna kill him. That prime minister dude is going to kill the emperor.
Intolerable. This visit by the Centauri Emperor is completely unacceptable to my government.
He himself did nothing. Am I correct?
A technicality!
Current emperor has gone out of his way to offer your world concessions and return lost territory.
Stolen territory!
Whatever. Look. I appreciate the fact that 100 years of blood isn't something you forget overnight. But the bottom line is, Jakar, that is not my problem. This station is open to everyone. Now, if the Emperor wants to come and visit Babylon 5, I think it's great. Now, if this bothers you, I suggest you stay in your quarters, stick your fingers in your ears, and hum real loud until it's over. Unless you'd like to try something as breathtakingly rational as trying to open up a dialogue.
Dang.
Jakar, don't do something we'll both regret.
Oh, he's totally gonna do something
It's
they'll
too
both
late for
regret.
that, Captain. Too late by far.
So, first of all, Centauri have wigs to do the hair thing. So it's completely hair. Okay. Awesome. They look completely normal. Saved on makeup this week, I guess. Maybe the actor just didn't like it. I don't know. But he's apparently very sick. His prime minister wants to kill him, or at least that's what I think. Jakar is going to do something. He's not going to try to assassinate the emperor, is he? Ooh. Ooh. Jakar holding the emperor responsible for the actions of his father, like personally responsible. This isn't him holding the government or the Centauri world responsible. it's like he's holding that emperor. He said he's a monster. And Sheridan defines truth. This is one of the most Star Trek things I've ever heard Sheridan do. It's one of the most Star Trek things I've ever heard on Babylon 5. Maybe you should try doing something as rational as opening up a dialogue. I think I'm gonna like this episode. I'm gonna dig this one. So let's jump back in and see what happens. Is that the bad guy coming on the station? Draws it. Oh, new bad guy. Here we go.
Anything I can help you with?
No, thank you. I found what I'm looking for.
It's the Vorlons.
I've arranged for him to give you an audience. The whole thing will be recorded.
Do we know this guy? He looks familiar.
Does he know what it's about?
If you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Oh, J. Michael Straczynski wrote this one. And Janet Greek. We need to talk about her on the main show with Jeff. Like, I've heard her name brought up a lot.
Makes you uncomfortable?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Then for once, we have something in common.
Okay. This is gonna be a heavy episode. This is gonna be a big episode. I think in the last chapter titled episode, which in season 1 was Signs of Importance, that one also talked about getting rid of the Emperor and bringing in a new Emperor. He was going to do it using the Eye. The other dude played Q2 on Voyager. They were going to do that way, but now once again we're back to bumping off the Emperor and lots of politics happening here. I don't yet have a sense of, are these a few well-placed people within the government who are wanting to get rid of this Emperor, or is this like a big movement on the Centauri homeworld? Like, how widespread is this? I don't have a sense of how well loved the Emperor may or may not be. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if regime change is right for Centauri Prime or not, but let's find out. Can we just say how goofy these guards look? Like, these look like early TOS type costumes.
I offer the hands of friendship.
On behalf of the Earth Alliance, I accept.
I wonder how many times Sheridan had to practice that.
Susan Ivanova.
Oh, Doctor, have you seen much of the Vorlon? I believe his name is Kosh.
No more than.
Why does he want to know about the
It's always in
Vorlon?
that encounter suit of his. Why?
I've never seen a Vorlon before, in or out of his shell.
It is a strange feeling, Carmack, to know suddenly that all the decisions in your life have brought you to
He's going to
this
assassinate the Emperor, or he's going to try
There
to.
is no longer doubt or uncertainty. In the moment that I strike, the Emperor and I will both die.
I knew it. He's not going to do it, though, because he's a DVD cover guy. The DVD cover guys can't do stuff like that and stay on the show.
Captain, may I ask you a question? In that
What do you
uniform,
want? He's that guy.
Was it your choice or were you pressed into service? But there is still time to seize that one last fragile moment. To choose something better. To make a difference, as you say. And I intend to do just that.
Whole section cleared.
So that's what this is. The Emperor's going to die in this episode,
Any second.
but he's going to try to do something with this last moment of his life.
Or not. Okay, pal. You've got 10 seconds to explain why you're following me.
I need to talk to you.
About what? Take him down to holding and keep him there until the reception's over.
Well, that was anticlimactic. See, like those Centauri, like even with the hair and makeup, like they have a certain Centauri look about them. This Emperor doesn't, even without the hair, doesn't have that Centauri look. Excuse me. He just got to have a straight up heart attack on the way in. Oh, he gone. He's dead. Oh, that's some amazing acting and reactions by those people. You know, he looks genuinely distraught. Maybe he wasn't trying to kill him. Maybe he was legit just worried about his guy. But he looks legitimately distraught. Huh.
I hear word of this has already reached homeworld.
Our competitors are moving into position, setting themselves up to ascend the throne the moment he dies. Before that happens, to rise above the others.
We were going to kill him first.
Something extraordinary, something...
I believe there is a Narn colony on the border of Centauri space, Quadrant 14.
Londo?
A colony. It's a listening post. They've been using it
Londo.
to spy on us for years. By all rights, that entire planet should be ours.
Well then, let us take it back.
Oh.
We couldn't take it without a major assault. Lives.
I will take care of it.
He's gonna unleash the shadow guys, I guess. Contact Morden.
Find Mr. Morden.
Yeah.
Bring him here.
Londo.
Is Morden just hanging out on the station?
Yes, you do. Don't do this.
Veer's got a whole LeFou thing going on, doesn't he?
I understand. Just fine. By this time tomorrow, we will be at war with the Narn.
Why is Londo forcing them into this? I might have missed something that he told them. Something about other people. Is this a play on the throne because the Emperor's dead, so he's going to go to war with Narn? Folks, if I missed that, I actually probably should go back and watch it. But if I missed it, only with information that we were just given in this episode, why does Londo want to knowingly go to war with the Narn, even though he clearly doesn't want to be at war? So, but he thinks something else is a greater situation. I don't really catch that. So comment down below, let me know.
Just came from seeing the Centauri Emperor. He had a message for you.
I have no time for threats.
He wanted to say he's sorry.
What?
He came all the way out here, risked his health and endangered his life so that he could stand beside a Narn in neutral territory and apologize for all the things the Centauri have done to your people.
Wow.
For all the things his family did. He said,
wow,
we're wrong. The hatred between our people can never end until someone is willing to say, I'm sorry.
I had no idea.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the biggest tragedy of the whole damn story.
Oh my God, we are going to tear this up in the Star Trek message portion of the show on Monday. I mean, my gosh, my word, to just say you're sorry. Just say you're sorry. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you can, that is the thing that will open up dialogue. That is the thing that will allow you guys to begin to heal from the hurts and the wounds. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh. I kind of like this Emperor. It's too bad it took him this long into his life before he finally started taking responsibility. As Sheridan said, he is the one who reached out and tried to make concessions and give back land, but it was wrong of Jakar to try to personally hold him responsible. But what's not wrong is for him as the Emperor to take responsibility upon himself and to begin the healing process. Like, that is absolutely correct. And I mean, his response of, oh my gosh, I had no idea I was going to kill him, when this actually could have led to peace. And now Londo's out starting a war. Oh my gosh. Okay. Londo is turning into the bad guy of the show. And I really hope that that doesn't stay like that, because I like Londo a lot. Like, second favorite character on the show, because Ivanov is number one. But Londo is I need him not to go bad. And he's kind of going bad.
Keep this up, Jakar, and soon you won't have a planet to protect.
Did he just get a crown? Is he the Emperor? Is Londo seeing a vision of the future where he's the Emperor? That's old Jakar. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, there's the hands around each other's throats. Whoa, that's a neat vision.
The time. What is the time? It has begun.
Narn colony, quadrant 14. Oh no. Sure looks like a colony to me. Oh, there they are, little spider ships. Those are great effects, man. Okay, these shadows have to be, I'm assuming these are the shadows. These guys have to be from like another dimension. Are they all gonna like focus their attention on the planet like in one solid beam? Like, by all power combined, we destroy your planet. It's a lot of debris floating around in space now. Wow. And they just disappeared.
You're sure it's done?
They just disappeared.
Hear about it soon. There's still one more thing I have to take care of back home. An obstacle to remove. What's that?
The Prime Minister?
Molari!
No, I don't know.
Sit, Molari. It's
Oh, he
not
wants
every
to be
day I have a
friends.
revelation, you know.
I believed your people capable of only murder and pain.
Oh no.
But apparently there is still
Oh
a spark
no.
of decency in your genetic code. It's not much of a
Oh, no.
foundation, I'll grant you that, but
Oh my gosh. Should have listened to Veer.
who is it? Who's there?
Huh? The Prime Minister's gonna die. There he goes. That's such a crappy way to die. Like, at least shoot him. Don't stab him and make him bleed out.
You again.
Oh, come on, Zach, give me a break. You know the kind of day it's been.
He says it's important. Okay, fine.
Send him in.
He's not in handcuffs or leg irons.
All right, you got 5 minutes.
I was sent to find you. I have a message. I believe it will explain everything.
How does he still have that on his person when he got arrested? Did they not like take everything out of his pockets?
Hello, old friend. It's been a while.
It's dude, Sinclair.
My job on the Minbari homeworld is more than just representing Earth. The president doesn't know about that part yet, and there's a great darkness coming, Michael. Some of the Minbari have been waiting for it a long time. The bearer of this message is one of my rangers. Some are Minbari, most are humans. They've been drawn here to learn to work together and prepare for the fight ahead.
The first reports from Quadrant 14 were confused. They weren't sure who was attacking, but the returning fighters confirmed that Centauri warships were leading the assault.
What about our people?
Most of those killed died in the first few minutes of the assault.
Malari!
he betrayed me.
He did it beforehand, dude.
You! And he betrayed me!
Smash the glass. No, I want to smash the glass. I told you, Malari!
That's far enough. What's more important to you, Jakar? Revenge or saving the lives of your people?
Did he just do a Jim Kirk double fist hammer bump on the wall?
What information? All we have here is supposition.
Sheridan's rule number 29. Always make your opponent think you know more than you really know.
What?
Now, if your sources...
Is that a rule of acquisition?
Play a bluff.
Majesty, we have wonderful news.
Go to hell. He did.
He's dead.
What did he say? He said, take my people back to the stars.
No, he did not. I don't think that's what he said.
What did he say, really?
He said that we are both damned.
Londo, buddy.
For the first time in 100 years, Ambassador.
I don't like the
We're
Centauri
on the right track again.
at all. Like, I do not like this people.
You will find the new Emperor's gratitude most rewarding.
You could have asked to be named to the royal court. It would have put you in a position to become emperor yourself someday. That's what you want, isn't it?
Okay, are these visions of the future of like what actually is supposed to happen? Or are those daydreams?
The Emperor? Aside from me, does anybody else know you're here?
Just one other.
So you have the shadows.
Hello, friend.
Oh, Delin understands about it. That's cool. And that's the end of the episode. Okay, well, that was a very big episode. You know, I remember with Signs of Importance last season, a lot of people were like, oh, this episode, like, this is the best episode. It's a good episode, good episode. I thought it was an episode. Like, it was fine. You could clearly tell. I remember thinking this back then. You could clearly tell that this was laying the groundwork for stuff to come. This one is clearly a big episode. And this is clearly laying groundwork, but also beginning to build the building or making those first steps in building the building. Like, they're actually doing something with it now, which is good because I'm done with the prep. Like, let's get into it and what's actually happening. So it feels like this one is really monumental. If we started the Narn Centauri War, I don't know how this is going to expand. I don't know if it's going to engulf the whole galaxy. I'll be interested to find out all of that as the episode goes on. Episodes go on. I'm actually incredibly interested with what happens with Sinclair. It was really kind of neat to see him, like, knowing the troubles he had when he left. I hope he's doing well, like, medically speaking, like the actor. But it was good to see Sinclair. He had his hair slicked back. He's like in charge of his own like secret operative government. The idea you have the shadows and now you have the Rangers. That's kind of neat. And we know Sinclair's pulling those strings. Yeah, I'm excited to see what that looks like. I hope we get to see him again. I hope we get to see more of him. I don't know that I want him back necessarily as a regular, but you know, in Star Trek, Tasha Yar left and she got her best episodes in the episodes she came back. In Stargate Atlantis, there was a character. The actor's name was Rainbow something or other. I just remember that being his name. I forget the name of the character, but same thing. They wrote him off after the first season, and he came back for, it was really probably on 3-4 episodes, maybe a little bit more, but his character evolved so much in what happened to him for why he left the show that he became really good in that part, in those just few episodes. So I'm hoping that's what happens with Sinclair. It was good to see him. Lots to soak in. I do not like the Centauri. Do not like the Centauri as a people group, at least not this group of people. And Londo's right in line with them. Londo's going to become a villain. I don't want Londo to be a villain. I also don't want Jakar to do stupid stuff. Jakar feels like he is on the verge of he was going to go kill the Emperor, and then he was going to go track everybody down. Like I'm not expecting him to be okay with everything that's going on, but he needs to get a better hold of himself for sure. So Jakar is going to be a thing. Delenn just sort of sat there. She looked back and forth like she kind of knew what was going on between them, and maybe she knows something. Oh, does Delenn know about the shadows? Is she in on that whole deal? Interesting. Kosh says that everything will end in fire. Maybe that was a reference to the coming war. So lots of stuff, lots of good stuff. Is there going to be a lot of meat in here to talk about? Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think so. Fun episode, good episode. I'm so glad we're in this part of the season. I hope season 2 continues because these last couple of episodes have been really good after a really rough start to season 2. So with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go talk to, actually, Jeff and I are getting together here in like the next hour or two. to discuss this episode. So it's going to be relatively fresh for me, and I can't wait to get to talk with him about it and dive into this episode a little bit more. I might try to watch this episode one more time before then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the family lets me do. Hey, like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Make sure you comment down below. Follow us on Twitter at Babylon First. You guys can check us out over there. But until next time, guys, see you later.